Christian who spends more than 5 seconds talking to Muslims online will be asked, how can you believe that 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 1? Muslims are so incredibly proud of this objection that they post it over and over and over again. 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 1, right? 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 1. Islam is very simple. One Allah and many prophets. Christian, 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 1. Mathematical mockery. Now, when Muslims post this objection, Christians often respond with some basic mathematics. They point out that 1 times 1 times 1 equals 1. Or, if the Muslim demands that we use addition when we're talking about God, Christians will point out that the God of the Bible, unlike the God of the Quran, is infinite. So it would be more accurate to say infinity plus infinity plus infinity equals infinity. According to Islam, Allah has literal body parts. Their scholars will admit that Allah has a literal shin, a face, a foot, or 2 feet, depending on whom you ask, 2 right hands, and so on.
So Allah described in the Quran that He has a face. Allah described in the Quran that He has 2 hands. Allah says in Surah Al-Qalam that on the day of judgment, Allah Azza wa Jal would uplift and show His leg.
Following the method that Muslims use, then, we would say that Allah's body parts add up to one Allah, which means that if Allah has 10 body parts, 1 plus 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 1 equals 1. But Allah gets even more confusing because Allah is more than one, not just in body parts, but in other kinds of attributes. Allah has 99 names. So He's one in nature, but 99 in name, which means that 99 equals 1 in Islam. What about the Quran? How many surahs are there in the Quran? Muhammad's companion Abdullah ibn Masud only had 111 surahs in his Quran. Muhammad's companion Ubay ibn Ka'b had 116 surahs in his Quran. The Quran that Muslims use today is 114 surahs. But there's only one Quran, right? So, 111 equals 114 equals 116 in Islam? Our Muslim friends tell us that this is impossible, and yet we can use the same illustration for the Quran. But with all the Muslim mockery of the Trinity, I thought it was impossible to be one in one way, but more than one in another way.